Hey everyone, welcome back to my Sims 4 Forever Save. We are going to do part 5 today, and sorry, I'm just trying to fix something quickly. And we are moving on to family number 3. So family number 3 is going to be the Dupree sisters, and I'll give you a little backstory while I'm busy building their home. But basically think the Goth, but it's sisters. So we're going to go to Pendula View, which is this historic section of Willow Creek. The garden community boasts large mansions and the cachet that comes with living in them. So what I was thinking is that, oh, it's a bit loud. Now you can hear what I'm hearing. Is that they inherited this house. So it's going to be quite the it's gonna be like a relatively older Victorian style home. So we're gonna start here, and then I'm not really familiar with building Victorian style homes, so you might have to bear with me while I figure it all out. But I chose a 40 by 30 because it definitely needs to have like a big back garden. It needs to be kind of off centered, like a little bit back from the road. So I don't want it to be too small and like tiny, because it's going to be something that they've inherited, so it's definitely like from their family somewhere. So I'm gonna start. It definitely needs to have like a little castle. I always call it like a castle part of the house. I don't know what the actual correct terminology is for it. Okay, and then it definitely needs to be a double story, but I think the second story is only going to be, well, it could be a full one, and then over here we just come in. I don't know actually how I'm going to incorporate that part of the house. Let's just try and figure it out. Okay, so we got octagonal room. Definitely has to be octagonal. And then, oh, okay. Wow, that was much easier than I thought it was going to be. But I kind of want it to be like from... Just undo what I've just done. Like where it sticks out, like there. Then I'm going to have to build around. And then underneath, I kind of want to do the exact same. So then we're gonna have essentially like that. I'll remove these windows quickly. Then let's go and okay. Kind of like that, but now it's looking too big. So maybe we do it smaller and then have it come back, maybe, but just like downstairs. That. Oh. Kinda, maybe. Something like that. And then we definitely have to have a front porch. So just downstairs, I think. I don't think I'm gonna do one upstairs as well. And then I'm going to do this. That, then just have like I think that's kind of what I wanted to do. And then if we keep it up, just to leave that up. Oh my word. Okay, and then I think we're gonna possibly, there we go. And then from here like that, I think. Or should we go number 1? like that so that it mimics what's over there. And then start with roofing because I feel like it's going to be with an octagonal roof or a room. So then do that, and then we make it kind of pointy like that. And then at the back of the house, I'm going to do a normal rectangular roof. About there, I would think. And definitely lower it a bit. And then we could possibly bring down the eaves a bit. Maybe pull that up. And then pull that in there. And then in the front here, we're gonna go with a... Definitely is too big. Maybe lift that, and then bring that all the way to the front, pull that in on that side, copy it up, and then we just drag it through to the back, kind of like that. And then over here in the middle, I kind of want to add a octagonal... Oh, my cat, if you can hear that, I'm so sorry. In the middle we add like an octagonal room, kind of, and then we need to add a roof. Oh my word, my cat. Then we add a roof to cover the front porch. This is going to be a trust the process type of thing. Bring that down and bring it around, I think. I want to do that. Yes. And then we copy it and bring it there. And then this one we don't continue to the back, but I think this one, yeah, I don't think we can continue that one either. And I think we might have to, no, we're going to have to bring it into the house. My only thing now is it's going to glitch so much when we are building. So we're going to have to probably bring that in, bring that, oh, that was the whole thing that I wanted to do. And bring in onward. I might have to pause the live for a couple seconds to just go and sort out my cat. So I will be back. I will let you know when I am back. So annoying. Okay, I am back now. Now I just need to figure out how I'm going to do this roofing. Let me go and look at my picture again. Obviously in real life it's a lot easier, I feel like, to do roofing with all these angles because you don't have as many constrictions, I guess. It looks so odd, but I just needed to help fill in these awkward gaps. On a scale of 1 to 10, how awkward does that look? I think we try and just keep it the way that it was, with the fact that it goes into the house, because there's only so much that we can actually do. We might have to lose like a bit of okay, it goes away when we do that. It's not remove the flooring. Okay, so it went away completely when I did that. Okay, so then that actually works. And then on top of here, I'm gonna do another octagonal roof, but I think I'm gonna go and flatten it like that. But definitely bring it back to the correct size. Then I need to move it back like that, and then maybe bring it out like that. I think that works. And then I might actually bring these roofs up like that. Maybe bring in the roofing one on each side. It looks like that, kind of. And then I want to carry on the porch. No, just end where the house ends, I think. But I definitely need to raise the foundation. We have like a little tiny Victorian home. And then we need to have like a dark foundation. This whole house is essentially going to be like black, which is kind of scary for me. I've never done something like this before. And then I think I'm gonna carry on, like get a hipped roof out here, and then make it like that, kinda, so that they have like a little. I'm gonna make this like a greenhouse kind of, but like a glass one. I don't know if you've seen those. Maybe I actually bring it over the whole thing, and then that's like our little greenhouse in there. And then, yeah, not too sure how I'm feeling about this house, but I definitely think I want to use some specific packs. So definitely base game, and I want to use life and death, possibly, vampires, strangerville, realm of magic, because I definitely think there's something haunted about this house. Paranormal, crystal creations, definitely. And then I don't know which. Ooh, castle estate maybe even. But I don't know which. Doesn't say. I should blank there. Okay, so then I don't know if I want to do a compound column, or if we go with these strangeable ones, which are honestly like my favorites. Or these 100 column. No, I think I want to go with these ones from Strangerville. These are black. I think these ones are definitely. Are they? Are they brown? Definitely not pure black, so I might have to go with these eerie elegance ones. And I'm looking at this house now, and it seems like this octagonal room is much bigger, so we might have to pull it out slightly. Obviously, we're gonna have to pull this room out then. But again, it's just let's leave the interior walls of this, and then we go and we diagonal like that. Then this side needs to come out as well. So I want it to be the same as on the maybe a bit smaller than that. Go back. Roofing's gonna be an issue, kind of. Possibly with this. We do pentagonal. It's an octagonal room. This part is just slightly larger. I have to that. I don't want it to be like that big. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to keep it like that. Unless what we do is we make the top floor like one smaller than the whole thing. Okay, let's redo the roofing then. The only thing is that this is not centered, and it won't be centered. So then we're gonna have to not have it pull it over there and just have it like that. I think. And then possibly move this in, and then this one there, just like that. I think that will work. And then move in so that it's not like weird. I think we could possibly just do sorted. And then do we do eaves out? Yes, I think we do eaves out. Okay, that was way longer than I was hoping it was going to take us. And then I want to put a column there, and then I wanted to do like column, column, column. But I feel like that's a bit busy, and great, we're going to have to go out again. Like that doesn't actually look that weird, so I'm not too upset. Oh yeah, because this is actually should go like that, so then we take it back one. Yes, like that, I think. I just don't like how that's hanging off of there. Oh, just gonna ignore it. Ooh, could do this one. Kind of mysterious. I'm getting distracted again. Constantly. And then I definitely think that I want to do this iron railing fence over here. It's our little fencing for the front of the house. We're gonna have stairs, so some of that's gonna come out. And we're gonna have stairs that are 3 wide, because this is like an older house, so I'm kind of thinking that it's been around for a while, and it was when like a lot of people had big houses and way too much money to spend. Okay, and then we go, yeah, and then I want to get siding is black. So I'm gonna have to go to favorite one. Oh, why am I just seeing base game? Okay, so we're gonna go. This house is gonna be very dark. Which is crazy because I've never done something quite like this ever. So I think it's exciting. Then roof patterns. I'm excited for the new expansion pack because I feel like this would be so easy with that all those things from that expansion pack. Okay, then we're gonna go with some roof trim and get the black one as well. Ooh, I like the way that this is coming along. Actually surprising. And then I don't think we're gonna do any exterior trim. We are going to get a nice door. Is this medium? Yes, this is medium door. So I'm thinking we do this one. The thing is, it only comes in brown, it doesn't come in black. The only issue with some of these is that the back is white on there. I really want it to be white. What is these all like that door? So we feel like that is a bit too much for the front door. And then I'm sorry, but nothing beats Jet. I agree, Sarah. Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. That currently stuck in your head. I fully understand that though. I too have had that in my head for a while. And then I think I might drop that down to a short wall. And then possibly get one of these doors because I felt like that was a bit too much. So I might get this door, which I've honestly never used, and it's kind of, what is that? What do you mean there's nothing to delete? There's definitely something to delete there. Hello? Thank you. No. Yeah. We either go with that or yeah, we go with that. Ooh, arched Victorian double door. I think we do that because it's not as scary. But I definitely think the vampires pack is gonna help us a bit. Let me just put move objects on. And I'm not gonna go with a budget for this house purely because this is gonna be like a inheritance, so I don't think I should have a budget. Maybe I should, and I am just being not smart about that because that'd be very expensive. And then we go to our windows. I think I want to do these Strangerville windows. Thing is, they don't have black, which sucks. So I think I'm gonna go with vampire. Let's see what. Okay, I definitely think we're gonna go with vampires then. For all the Victorian but then over here we're gonna go neoclassic. That's pretty. Space for no, but I wanted to kind of look symmetrical. And then on the side we have a window, and on the side we have a window, and then over here we're gonna have like a whole room of windows. I know that this is the new wall, but I don't know if I want to use like that. I kind of want to use the greenhouse windows. It's gonna be like a sunroom, like that. Possibly. I know it's like mixing a lot of things together, but I don't know. I feel like it will look nice. And then we go add more Victorian windows here. Possibly up there instead. Yes. And then here we do 2. And then here we do 1 on each part again. And here we do 1, 2, 3. And here we go 1, 2, and 3. I definitely will remove some of them because definitely don't need that many windows, but for now it just is satisfying that it's even amounts. And then over here I want to do a porch, so we're going to page down, and it's going to be a covered porch area. And then we're going to use the same clean slate tile over there. Dungeon-esque stone, what is that? Ooh. Could possibly use that. And I actually saw someone using this the other day, so I might use it in there. Like in their little... It's not even going to be a greenhouse, I think it's going to be like a sunroom. What is this? I'm so confused. Okay. Hopefully if I start building in here it will go away. Not gonna go away. That is why I shouldn't do what I did. And then copy around that, and copy it around like that. We take it in on both sides, and then the back gives them their own little gabled. Possibly even drag that through. And then make it the same. That, and then okay. I'm just confused there for a second. There we go. And then we go and give it a black roof trim. That. And then we go and we give it the same columns. There and possibly over there. Like that. think this is starting to look really cool. Far better than I thought it was gonna look. And then for a back door. Possibly do that like there. Oh, that's gonna bother me that it's not the exact same. I could do this one. Like super basic, I know, but it kind of works. So I don't think they would have like this. Like that's a bit too modern. And then honestly, it's my favorite. I might as well just use it. And then to go into here, I think we do a sliding door. Like that. Maybe. Then we do an archway. That could work too. Then which archway? Do this one. No, I think the sliding door works best. And then inside, I definitely think we need to do like dark parquet flooring. I think we would do like spiral parquet. Ooh, do this one. Oh, it's not from vampires. It's from Life and Death. I need to go and fix that comment because someone asked where this was from. What darker brown? Yes, there is. I don't want to do like black fully inside, so I definitely think we do like dark brown, maybe. I think the black can get a bit too much sometimes. Okay, so let's just make it dark brown. I don't think we're gonna do like some wallpaper in some of the rooms and make it interesting, because now we need to fit 3 Sims into this house. With a bedroom, with like bedrooms for each of them, because there's 2 young adults, 1 teen, because it's the 3 sisters. So that's gonna be quite interesting. Let me put some lighting in here first. Oh, and they have a cat. So we need to make sure that there's space for their cat. I'm purely doing this just so that I can see. It's not going to stay like this at all. Afternoon lighting. Afternoon. I think we do stairs over here, like those, not spiral, but like they're folded. Like, I don't know if that makes sense. These, and then like, so you like to turn them. Oh, right. And they're gonna have to be like this. Oh, what's we talking about? Control. Not moving back though. No. We can't have stairs like that. So then we're gonna have to do like that, like super obnoxious staircase in the middle of the entire passage. And that's fine because we're gonna actually put like a bathroom downstairs. I guess. Gotta see the good in everything. So it kind of ruins our little area in the front, but that's what it is, I guess. And then over here we could do like that, and then we have an archway into here, possibly. And then downstairs will be lounge, kitchen, dining room, and then upstairs we need to figure this out because there needs to be a bathroom, there needs to be 3 bedrooms, so 4 rooms in this entire space. So I think we'll go here and then have the bathroom in that little area, and then we can't use that essentially, so I'm gonna block it off. That, I feel like that makes sense. And then we essentially want to do like possibly a bedroom there, another one there. This bedroom is too big. Hello. Why is that happening? I like that that's happened. Bring that out there, possibly. Okay, have to have it like that. Now the last thing is we need 1 more bedroom. Unless we pull that through. No, apparently we can't have that room smaller. We like that, exactly like that. Okay. Then we can pull this out, and then let's split it down the middle. I don't know, maybe that seems extreme. Can we bring this one out there? Yeah. Wow, these are like super tiny. Let's try and redo all of that. Okay. What we could do is definitely want to have like that, and then there, but this one has to be slightly bigger for some unknown reason. And then we could that's like a tiny room though, and there's no bathroom. Unless they all just use this bathroom downstairs. We could do that. Unless I need to move the stairs somewhere else. We could move the stairs like here. Try to make sense. Like there, and then that corner off there. Make like that an office maybe? It's like a door here, maybe like a little archway to the office. And we have stuff there. And then bring this room to there, and then have a bathroom there, and then possibly, if it will allow me, do that. Okay, I think we've figured that out. It's looking very tight in here, but you know, it is what it is. It will work. Should work, honestly. Don't know how we squeeze that in there. And then I want to go with these. Again, they're not plain black. I think I might use the Door of Dinge. I feel like it hasn't been updated in a while, so I think a lot of things are still gonna be like a little bit dingy, a little bit like there needs to be some work done on them. And do like this archway. Might have to go black though. Like that. Move that there. There? Yeah. We'll do that, that, and then get another one. No, but I could just do 2. And then go and give them lights in those rooms. All these rooms have lights. Obviously, I'll move them around when we're in them. And then just make sure that all the walls are painted. It kind of freaks me out when there's like walls that are not painted. Don't know why. Then I want to do a standard half wall over here for their little balustrade. Go dark wood over there, and then we go here and we do some railings, and then I don't know if I want to do like the iron inside as well. I feel like that's a bit extra. Also iron. We could do these. These kind of look older, like slightly worn. Maybe I don't think I'm gonna put like some stone stairs inside the house. Maybe I don't think that's the vision. Do these. It's like wood grain. Oh, yeah, we can do these. And then we might just have to do like the boomerang stick railing. I don't like that it like does that. It really bothers me. And you can't just have it where it's like only on one side. No. Oh, so it's only the boomerang ones, not the other ones for some reason. Ooh. Those are quite cool. Something over there, I think. There's only some stair railings that do it. That is interesting. Do those ones. Like that, I think. Okay, and then in here we're going to go and get some form of tiles, I think. Ooh, we could do neoclassic wall paneling. That's kind of cool. Not too light though. Very honest, I don't use much from these packs, so I don't actually know what to expect. I don't want to do that. But I feel like we could go to the wallpaper, and then there's the one from from that basement treasures is. So we could do like that, but obviously like a darker version. I know it's like very light inside now, but I definitely don't think it's gonna be like dark all the way around in this house. We go green. Oh, I think we go green because then it's like slightly darker, but it's not brown constantly. Beige? No, I feel like this wouldn't be a beige house. This door is bothering me. I might like ever so slightly move it off center. Yeah, we're just gonna have to ignore that. Just ignore it. Unless we do like a bathroom that size. Then I'm like, what would I do here? What could I possibly do in that tiny space? So, no. And then I think we have like dining room, kitchen lounge, possibly. I just feel like this is a dining room area. Or we could go that that is a lounge. And I think we go against this wall for the lounge. But we need to change the drywall over there. And then come to the accent table. And I definitely think it's got more like, I wouldn't say outdated table, like stuff inside, but it's definitely not like the most current things. They have tried to like make it their home, kind of. See, they are still struggling a bit because of their careers. Must be this one? Might be that one. That. And then a rug. I feel like it's gonna be like those older looking rugs, I should say. Too small, too bright. Do that one, I think. That looks cool. And then move those forward because we might be running out of space. I think we actually might do like a kitchen here with like a bar area where they eat. And then I want to do this box. Just so how we're gonna do the cabinets in that corner there. And maybe we do that there. Do a kitchen till there, and then have a bar area. Possibly. Then it's like very small. Might as well not even have a kitchen. And then a stove. Love how I said like, I'm gonna go like super old, and then here I come with like all the newest like what are they called, appliances. But we could use these, because these to me scream like older home. Because we have that one, I feel like we can't go with the nicest. Well, like this is a matching one. I feel like that's a bit too nice. So do this one. Then I'm like, is the house really that old? Maybe the matching fridge. That. Possibly, I want to swap these two around. And have the sink there. Didn't even have to do that. And then with this, get like an end cabinet. I don't touch. And then some upper cabinets, definitely. That one there. There and that one there. All different heights, I see. And then definitely need to get an extractor fan. Maybe just get like one. And then get up island. There, and there. Was that too big? There and there. Yeah. And then those there, and then we can even possibly try and squeeze in like a little dining table area here. When I say squeeze, I mean squeeze. That's what TikTok and this mom says, like when she's in an elevator with like her children, they just think skinny. Yeah, they're gonna have to think skinny when they get into this, when they try and get into that little area there. Then I think I'm gonna do like a little plant, maybe the leaves of eternity, like in the middle, possibly. I don't think that bad, if I'm gonna be very honest. In here, you could even do like something cooler. Do that. And the flooring is so light compared. What flooring comes with like a desk? Let's do the flooring that we're using. Darker. No, that's a bit too crazy. And I don't think we're gonna use that wallpaper. I don't know, I just feel like there's something not 100% in this. What is that? Oh, like no, that's different. I think the bottom is just different. Well, the whole thing could be like that. We did like that. And then in the front we do a rug. Possibly this one. And then I think that's fine for there. And then in here we need to get some tiles, because we are doing a bathroom. I definitely don't think I want to do those, or like that. It's a bit much. But I definitely don't want to do like the ones that I do all the time. I feel like marble. But that is too much though. Way too much. one that I used? Ooh, what are those? They're quite nice. And then the bathroom. And then we just put a sink and a toilet in this bathroom. With this sink. And then we go to the toilet and we go with that toilet. And then it's so like weird not seeing mirrors or windows there, but like it kind of makes sense to not have a mirror in a bathroom or a window in a bathroom. And then give them a little rug in here. Gray one. And then we do some stuff on the walls, I would think. Some paintings. Like a lunar alignment. Just thought conical poster. I think like what they would have up in their walls. Why is it so tiny? Ooh, can do some grim spirit. That is massive. It's a bit much. We do that one. Yeah, and then in here I want to do like a library. That could be very cool in here. Possibly even do like a desk over there and then have library. No, I think I'm gonna do library like all the way around. And then I don't know if I do like which ones I want to do. Possibly do these ones. I feel like those are too tall. Yeah, they are. Ooh, these ones. Okay, so we do that there. Another one there. Then hear me out. We shove them into each other like that. Then we have like a little library. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put like a rug down and they can have some chairs in here. Ooh, mystery rug. Maybe the round one. Yeah, it's quite cool. And then we do some like living chairs. Use those. I feel like it needs to be like something comfy. These ones. Do like one in the corner, possibly. I think so. Like that. Maybe we just do the one. And then on this wall, we do some decorations. Maybe this is where the like crystal chronicle posters can go. So definitely want one of them too. I think maybe like the teen could do like some crystal chronicles and like be very into geology. I think that's the correct word. I feel like that's too colorful for this house though, which sucks. Definitely don't want to do Grimspiration. Do this one. It's a library and they do like to learn in here possibly. Yeah, And then I think we're done with downstairs. It's very dark and colorful. And then I think we carry on with this over here, purely because it is an extension from downstairs. But then in the bedrooms, I think we could do like possibly different colors. So we could possibly do like a red room. Not in that sense. And then a, what is it? I want to do that color, but not with the like yellow. I'm not a fan of that yellow. But it is what it is. And then tiles. I think we tiled this room as well. So we go with these ones, and then we do that, possibly that one. And then we bring the tiles from downstairs upstairs in the same. Or we could use the Riviera Retreat. Riviera wall tile. I feel like I would go crazy in that room. That's too much going on in there. Oh, there's this wallpaper that I like. That honeycomb on. Oh, like honeycomb on. Oh, that took me way too long to figure out what that meant. And I think we could do like that. I know it is a bit blue eyes, so I might go and give them like more basic tiles. That. Yeah, I think that looks better. And then we go and we get one of these clawfoot tubs. That's actually quite cool. And then, okay, so because the door's there, we can't do anything on that wall. So we'll do a toilet and then a sink over there. And then I think we use the same toilet and then the same sink. Oh, should I change the color of that? And then we go to the mirror. I think I want to move this out though a bit, so that it's not like in the wall. And then we go and get the same mirror there. And then can't forget our rug. Gray one. And then we're done with that bathroom. And now we're gonna move to this hallway. I want to do like a little throw, like a little runner. I don't know why I called it a throw. Who's this? Not necessarily black, but like still got the dark brown there. And then we've got this room that is incredibly red. Crazy. Kind of hurts my eyes to stare at it for too long. But anyway, I think this will be the one older sister. So I think it's like young adult, teen. And I want to just double check what I put down as their different careers. Okay, I think I'll go back. Let me just scroll through my little notes of everyone. Okay, so the Dupree Sisters. The young adult is, for one young adult, it's going to be a Simstagram model. The other one's going to be a librarian. We'll try, kind of. And then the other one's going to be a musician. So I'm thinking the Instagram model can be here. I think we can try that. And then I think I want her room to be like she tries for it to be like glamorous, like, you know, kind of on a bit of a budget. So, but her favorite color is red. I'm gonna go with that. Her favorite color is red. I feel like that's a bit that's a bit much. So maybe, why is that such a bright red? Possibly do like, because her walls are so out there, she could go with like a darker bed. And then she definitely needs to have like a desk if she's going to be posting all of her things for Instagram. So we get her a desk in here. Very tiny, this room. Felt like they all played rock paper scissors to see who gets what room. And Loki, I feel like she is like the least liked. So possibly the inheritance could have been like, no, she gets this room. So who knows? Maybe she is the least liked in this house. That's why she wants to become a Simstagram model, because she's trying to just prove to everyone that she is a bit more than, like, can do a bit more than what she appears she can do. I don't like that in here. Or this one. And then here, I feel like we're gonna do like a lot of pictures like this in her room, so that she can put like pictures of herself, obviously. And then we definitely need a wall with a mirror on it, yes. We do this. Or let's have one on the actual. We can do that one actually. And then we give her a little laptop. That. And then over here, I wonder if I could just keep decorating with either pictures or like something that could be filled with pictures. There is something specific that I am looking for. And I don't know if it's in here or if it's part of like the wall decorations. Bad. It could be part of the wall decorations. I'm getting excited because I think I see it and then it's like, nope, it's not that. Oh, that's from Escape. So I was looking for that for one of the other houses that I was doing. Where on earth is this? You know what? It's going to be easier to order by objects by function, and I know I want something specifically from. I think it's from Kids Room, and then I want something from Love Struck, and then it's going to show all. And this is quite pretty, but it's massive. This is one of the things that I wanted, so she could possibly have that like. I was thinking like there, but there maybe, like possibly of photos of her and like people in her life. And then it's not part of, I definitely think it's part of Love Struck, or that is a part of like high school. I think it might be part of high school years then. So add high school years. It's where is game back? No. Oh, there it is. find it. Oh, there it is. Wow. Do something like that. There definitely is something in Love Struck that I also wanted her to get. It's not that. Hey. I feel like this is like her list of all the people that have done her wrong in her life. Packs we got and would recommend it for building. So I have all of the packs. For building, it depends on what type of, thank you so much for liking the live. It depends on what type of builds you're going for, but I think for like more cottagey looks, then I would definitely recommend Horse Ranch and Cottage Living. But if you want to add like a lot of character into your builds, then definitely Growing Together for like, a lot of gameplay. And then if you want to add like apartments and things, use For Rent. Life and Death I just used today. It's got a lot of modern things, which is surprising. Business and Hobbies, I really enjoy it. It's more the Scandinavian style, which is really pretty. Snow Escape, I don't really use much from Snow Escape that I can think of. Eco Lifestyles, it's very much like if you want to have like a container home. Discover University, that's not really bold. Well, I mean, you can kind of build with when it comes to like your dorms and stuff. So that Ideal Living, obviously, like with beach houses, and more traditional houses as well. Get Famous, not really for building. Seasons isn't really for building. Neither's Cats and Dogs. City Living's just if you want to build in apartments, but like you can't build apartments there. If you want to build apartments, then you have to get for rent. Yes. Get Together, it's kind of like England, so the houses in England. Get to Work is nothing really to do with building, but for like decor and like decorating the houses, I definitely recommend kits, but specifically the more like recent ones. So I think from like honestly like any of them, and they're not necessarily expensive, but I definitely think a lot of them could have been put into like packs and stuff packs. Yeah, I really think focus more on expansion packs when it comes to building. So I don't really use a lot of the stuff packs and game packs for when it comes to building, but definitely kits when it comes to like decorating. And then in here we're gonna have the librarian's bedroom. I think with her, I actually might move the door there. That's a very tight squeeze in there. So we're gonna have a bed here. And then no stress. For beds, I want to go and get, I think this one from Businesses and Hobbies, like there. And then we might do like a teeny tiny little reading nook area for her. So like this bookshelf is like one of my favorite things, and I don't know if we're gonna be able to squeeze it in here, because it is actually can't. That sucks. So then maybe we put like, I don't even know what she would have in her room. Maybe we just put like a bed against there, and then we have a bookshelf next to her bed. Possibly. Or we could do this. And then we put that there. And then on top of that, we could possibly add some books like that. And then above her bed, I'm not too sure what I want to do. Possibly a painting. Oh, we could do that one from the book nook. This one. So like some book paints. Here's my favorites. I don't know, I feel like it just looks very modern. And then here, I think I want to put like a little chair over there for her, so that she can read her books in peace in her room. I feel like that chair. Shove it in there. Like that, I think. And then in her bedroom, I think we're gonna do like a little dresser for her, possibly. I don't know where we're gonna shove a teeny tiny dress. Oh, that's so perfect. It's so little, it's so cute. We do this one. Oh, we can do that one. I think that one's a good option. We could do it this way, but then I feel like you're gonna whack the door. It doesn't fit as perfectly as this one did. So I definitely think we're gonna have to go back to this one and just put it there. And then we go and we give her a nice rug for her room. I think we'll go with this one. And then put it there. That looks good. And then over here we have the teens room. So she likes music, but I also want her to kind of be into I think it's geology, gemology. Oh my word. Okay, yeah, gemology. And we give her like a little table over here in her room so that she can do that stuff. And then or we could put it in this room, I think, possibly in the like sunroom area. And then we give her this bed, I think, so like in the corner. And then we give her a little bedside table. This one, yeah. And then we put her guitar in the corner. I think she's gonna be like, yeah, this one. Ooh, I like that one better. Yep, give me that one. And then let's see what all came in that Crystal Creations pack. Basically nothing. Surprise, surprise. And then maybe in her room we can add like her things about her gems. Possibly there. And then maybe the cat sleeps, because they're gonna have a cat. So I think the cat might sleep in her room. We can do like a fun one. Cat. Just do that one. And then in here, in this bathroom, we put the litter box. Fun. It's the best thing. Hate the smell of litter boxes. And then we have a little bowl over here. And then I think we're gonna put like the bin over here. So I think all of the bedrooms. Oh, let's give her like a rug or something in here. So she's not the only one. There's no rug. And then we pull it out so that it's like you can kind of see it, sort of. And then she's gonna have a gemology table in here, but I think we need to make it darker to kind of match the aesthetic of this room and of the house, kind of. Now I don't know if they need a chair or if they stand and they do it. Yeah, no, they stand and do that, definitely. But then I also want them to have like a table in here. Or do we feel like they're gonna be doing a lot of skills? I feel like we should give them... No, I feel like the dining table, like the outside dining table could be over there. I feel like more skills could go outside here. Ooh, archaeology bench. I don't think any of them are going to be interested in archaeology, if I'm being very honest. We can give them a chess table. I feel like they're very intelligent beings. Here's a little chess table. And I feel like that's all they're gonna do in there. Like, it's not gonna be very exciting in there. And then outside we're gonna go for outdoor furniture, and then I know exactly which table I want to use, but hopefully they give it to me as a this one. Okay, and then turn it. I think I just want to get rid of that column and possibly that one too. Maybe what we can do is just put them in the corners. Yes, I think that's best. And then which chairs would go best with what I need to find now? I think I'm gonna have to go to dining room, dining chairs. It'll be harder than I thought. Which chairs go with this table? Genuine question. They've seen them before somewhere. Definitely not those. These ones? Can't be. That doesn't seem comfortable. Little furniture. Oh, they're there as an option. We do these, I guess. Oh, wait. There they are. They're seats, they're not like actual chairs. Well, lame-o. I like these chairs. I think go with these ones. Just deal with the fact that they're not matching. Then I think we go and get the railing and put it all the way around again. So I don't feel like they're gonna be like garden people. This is just gonna be like for them to eat outside. But then we have like this massive piece of land that we definitely have to do things to. So what I want to do is I want to start with a lot of like trees. Definitely want to incorporate a lot of other packs into this Even though I know I should be sticking with different... Hi Delilah! Sticking with the different, with the specific ones for each pack. Let me get some terrain tools down first, I think. That could help. Maybe this one. Some dirt, possibly. Right there. Maybe we can delete that and then put that there. And then kind of giving like vampires live here, but I don't really want it to seem like that. And then shrubs. I definitely think we need to go rye rosebush, ferns, some flowers. I definitely think there will be some flowers. That. Do that for there, and then I want to go get my debug cheats so I can add some things that you can't normally get. I need to like find it. I have it saved. Oh, there it is. But every single time I need to go and find it, I have to like scroll a bit. I say that I needed to like print it out and then stick it on my wall. Honestly, should be something that I do. I don't go to paranormal and spooky stuff, possibly werewolves, realm of magic, angel even, life and death, vampires. I think those are like the things that I'm trying to like achieve in this. I definitely think debug from them will help. That's what I wanted to get from this. I have like a little bit of a forest in the background. It's a massive tree. Oh. Lots of big trees I'm realizing in Realm of Magic. Some mushrooms. Lots of grass. Some yellow flowers could be cute. Oh. That's all. I need to pay for. Oh, no, not necessarily. And then I also wanted to get cottage living because there's like a grass or was it horse ranch? What's your favorite Sims pack? Businesses and hobbies currently. Like at this moment in time, businesses and hobbies. Just because I like the things that come with it. Not necessarily like having a business, but I think that's cool. But definitely the fact that there's so many Scandinavian inspired things, and I really like how modern they are. I really like building with modern items, I guess. That's what I was thinking. I don't know if it kept flowers in it though. Oh, that's what I was looking for. Tufts of grass. Wasn't crazy. Does exist. I'm very excited for the pack that came out today. Happy pack release day, I forgot to say. With Enchanted by Nature. I want to know how many of you guys are getting it today, or are you guys gonna wait, or what's your situation like? I think I'm gonna get it this weekend, most likely. Just kind of wanna wait to hear more about what people are saying about it. I'm putting mushrooms down because I kind of wanted to seem like it's like dark a lot, so like lots of mushrooms grow. Maybe. And then I don't really know how much landscaping I actually want to do with this house because weird, like I wanted to give it like it's kind of dead here. Somewhat dead, not like fully dead, but like this things are not thriving, I should say. clearly not thriving. I could do that, like there. I think that's cute. I don't know if it's what they would have. Blue longs. Is that tree? Never had to do this much for like landscaping, so I'm a little bit uncertain of what all I should and can do. I think I'll go back to I think I'm gonna leave it there just because I'm a little bit uncertain of what I want to carry on with. But I definitely think we'll carry on with this house once we've put them in the house, and then I will come back with some more ideas on how we can add more to this house. Maybe we can put like a necessarily from here, but like roof sculptures. Maybe we can put like a chimney on. I know that there's no actual fireplace in here, but possibly a chimney. Maybe even like a dormer. Why that look a bit weird? Kind of sticking out there, so I don't think I want to do that. I don't think I want to add a dormer onto that. Do that one. Or we could do it here. And it has to be like on the roof. That kind of sucks. It's like in it. I kind of like that. And then do like a little pointy on top of the. That's so cool. We'll put that here maybe. Maybe use that like that. Then possibly add this chimney like there. Kind of like that. Yeah, I think we're done for now. Otherwise I'm just gonna keep adding like random stuff to this house. I'm quite happy with how it turned out for my first Victorian like big plot. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I will see you tomorrow for the creation of this family, creation of the Dupree Sisters, and also just coming in and adjusting some things, maybe adding some more landscaping. Let's actually see how much we spent. 45,000 million. What was the actual budget? Because I did have a budget that I wanted to stick with for every single family, and I want to see what their budget was. Because in my head I was like, they shouldn't really have a budget because it's a house that they inherited. It was 45,000, so we were actually spot on, which is crazy. Yeah, So I'm actually proud of that. I was not expecting to hit budget or like stick to budget, but yeah, we did it. So I will see you guys next time, hopefully tomorrow. And let me know what your favorite part of this was, and if you're enjoying the Forever Safe series. And I will see you next time. Bye.